All right. For that question, this is seriously a question that really parent we need to sit with. I've seen countless numbers of sons, complaining about how well parent has, pushed them out, and I've counted a couple of numbers of young teenagers that are on the street, that the parent will be the one consciously, subconsciously kick them out there, and they begin to fend for themselves in the name of Yoruba will use the word, I've given birth to you, you to go and become whatever you want to become. And parents have made series of mistakes of that thing, and this boys has picked up that word, and at the end of it all, because there's no guidance, they have become the shadows of themselves. I asked myself a question. I asked, why are you giving birth to what you cannot take good care of? Why should parents give birth to what they cannot really look after? If a boy of 14, 13, 12 is out there seeking for daily meal, it is alarming. If a boy of 10, 11, 12, I tell you, these are the things that comes to my DMs, and I can imagine. Now this is beyond poverty. It's a level of mindset. It's a level of what they have grown with. And this is a call out for parents to really, really intentionally change their mind, because you're going to lose your child. You're placing a responsibility onto a 11 years old boy, 12 years old boy to go out there, and the boy will think of how to have a breakfast, dinner, or lunch. I've seen one of a boy that reached out to me, and he needed fund. Why? Because his parent or his siblings has not eaten. That is not even the problem. The problem is, I ask myself, where's your mom, where's your dad? He has no idea if they had a plan for them to feed tonight. So if a young boy of 11, 12, 13 is carrying parent responsibility, this is not, I'm not trying to be biased here, it's not about the poverty mindset, it's not about poverty or richness, it's about the kind of training you can give a young boy. You cannot expect to have 5, 6, 7, 8 child and expect to take good care of them. I'm telling you. So I'm not sending out blame chapters to any parent that's happened, but you need to help these boys. You taking them out there to fend for themselves, somebody else will pick them up and train them to become a weapon for destruction for themselves. I've seen over time a boy who needed to lie. For what reason? Just because there's a demand responsibility over the young boy. I've seen whereby a boy will need to become what he's not comfortable about, because there's a demand responsibility in the house. You don't throw out your 14 years old boy to go and fetch for himself daily meal. I see them sometimes on the street and I cry my eyes out, and I'm like, God, can you just do something in this generations, in this generation, in this country? Like I said louder, I'm not talking about poverty now. I'm talking about mindset. That's why our mind need to heal. There's so many things that we need to just change and heal from, despite our environment, society, government, house, and family, and the likes. It's not with good health for a 14 years old boy, 13 years old boy to go out there, because the things he's not supposed to see, he's going to see it. The experience he's not supposed to have, he's going to have it. The encounter, negative encounter that he's not supposed to experience, it's going to happen. You can't just throw your son out there to go and fetch for himself in the name of becoming man. In the name of becoming man, I've seen a father that allowed the boy to finish primary school and said, see, I've given birth to you, so go and take care of yourself. I've given birth to you, go and... No. You have to hold the hand of that boy till is matured, not just based on height, but maturity based on responsibility. Fathers have to do better. Mothers have to do better. You can't throw your boy. And there's this word they say, I've heard some fathers say that immediately you clock 18, you have to leave my house. I don't know how we get that theory from. Immediately you clock 18, you have to take responsibility by yourself. You have to start feeding for yourself. 18, no. I personally, as a psychologist and a counselor, I disagree. Not because this boy is in secondary school or in university, but you cannot throw out your 18 years old boy to the streets to go and become a man. You don't become a man on the streets. You become a man because there's a man in the house to train that boy to become a man. No one become a man on the street. When you're on the street, you become a street boy. A man is in the house that has been powered by knowledge and experience. A man give birth to a man. You cannot send your boy to the street and expect him to become a man. He will become a non-entity. He will become a non-entity. And I'm very sure that is not the picture of the future you want for your son. A son is expected to live in his father's house and grow by a father. And at the end of it all, the man in the house make him to become a man.